You know, I have this personal hobby, inventing concert programs. I really find it highly satisfying, both intellectually but also musically, to put things together which people wouldn't expect to be together, but then how they influence one another on the program. So hearing a certain work after another certain work influences the way you're hearing it. And also, in its turn, hearing the second work makes you think different about the music you heard prior. For instance, for a long time, we couldn't find a companion to Enescu's symphony. I realized that Enescu started writing on his symphony during the last stages of the First World War. And Janáček wrote his cantata Eternal Gospel on the eve of the outbreak of the First World War. So there is something in both compositions which connects them, and that is this image of the eternal peace, the impossible image of a peace.
You can understand Enescu when he finished his symphony in 1918, knowing that that was so far away, and yet Janáček, at the beginning of the First World War, before the outbreak, really, in many ways, there's an optimism there. Yeah, it doesn't feel unreachable somehow. He's looking at the angel as a harbinger of a possible human future, which is positive. And
I have this theory about the composers. Not being a composer, it's often very hard to analyze what's going on politically and socially in the world around us. It's much easier to analyze the times long past. Artists in general, creative artists most of all, have this capability of receiving those signals of the tectonic changes well beneath their feet. So they sometimes don't interpret it the right way, but they register them. And so for me, the Eternal Gospel, like also Scriabin's Prometheus, and so many other works written on the outbreak of the great catastrophe, they knew something was coming, but they simply didn't know what it was. So that's why I decided to put those two pieces together on the same disc. And I think they make an unlikely couple, but it will be very gratifying for people who don't know either work to listen to them in some kind of succession.